Education. American schools. Mrs. Kaneko and her friend, Mrs. Morris, have lunch and talk about schools.
This is a great restaurant, Marilyn. I feel like I'm in Mexico.
Isn't it nice? They have the best Mexican food.
I love spicy food. These chips and salsa are delicious.
So how are things going, Harue? Are you all settled into your new home?
Yes, pretty much. My main concern right now is school. I can't decide whether to send the kids to a Japanese or an American school.
Well, how long do you plan on living in America?
We'll be here for about 5 years.
Then it'd probably be better for your kids to go to an American school. It will be easier for them to adjust to living here.
Yes, you're probably right about that. But I'm concerned about the quality of the education.
Well, we live in a very good school district. It's one of the best in the state.
Really? Is there much difference between school districts?
Yes, it depends on the budget, the faculty, the parents, and the students. A portion of everyone's property taxes goes to the schools. Each district has a different budget for their schools, depending on the taxes. Basically, if the taxes are higher, the schools are better.
What about schools with lower budgets?
Those schools don't have enough money for decent facilities or teachers.
Well, that's too bad.
Yes, one of the biggest problems is the inequality of the school districts.
I see. You also mentioned something about the parents?
Yes, many of the parents get involved. I'm a member of the PTA. We have a regular meeting every month in the evening. Sometimes we meet more often if we need to.
I was also in the PTA in Japan, but I was not an active member.
Many fathers are involved here too.
Really? That's interesting. Japanese fathers are too busy with work. Many of them don't come back home until late. Sometimes they socialize at night, though. So taking care of children is mostly left to the mothers.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it's not. Then the mothers place much of the responsibility on the teachers because it's difficult to take care of their own children.
Really? Our children usually listen to us. All parents are invited to participate in the Board of Education budget meeting, as well as other select meetings.
Wow! So parents get more involved in their children's schooling here. Parents don't have much influence in those things in Japan. The Ministry of Education decides everything.
Really? Last year, the 4th grade class size increased. But because of the budget, our school decided to have only 2 classes. They were also going to have 1 assistant teacher who would help with both classes. But the parents, of course, opposed this decision. They said there should be 3 classes. Otherwise, each class would have too many students.
That meant the school would need 1 more new teacher.
Exactly. So do you know what we did?
What?
Many parents wrote letters to the Board of Education. They protested the decision and asked for 3 classes.
And how did that go?
We won. They changed their decision. This year we have 3 classes, and a new teacher has joined the school.
Wow, that would never happen in Japan. Parents don't even think that they can influence the school's decision. So what subjects are taught at our public school?
Well, there are the basics like English, math, social studies, history, and science. Then there are health, physical education, art, and music. My son started playing the clarinet last year, and he loves it.
But do you think your kids are getting the basics?
Oh, more than that. My daughter is a great math student, so she's in the TAG program.
What's TAG?
It stands for Talented and Gifted. Some students who excel in math, English, or science are put into TAG classes. This allows them to learn at a more advanced level.
We do that at high school, but not in elementary and middle school. All the students are taught at the same level.
While students here are treated as individuals. We do the same thing for students who have problems in some classes. They are put into remedial classes, which give them the extra assistance that they need.
It seems like the main purpose of education in America is to enhance individual abilities.
Yes, you're probably right. Each student has strong and weak points. So the school tries to enhance their strong points and to improve their weak points. And students usually respect each other's strengths.
How I envy you! In Japan, people who are different from others tend to be isolated. People will either despise or envy such people.
That's too bad.
Yes, it is. Bullying among students is a big problem in Japan now.
That's terrible. In America, everybody is considered unique. We come from various backgrounds, so it's natural to be different not only in the way we look, but also in the way we think.
Good. In Japan, many people don't feel comfortable being different from others. We think it's better to act the same way as others. But to me, that's not true harmony.
I think that most Americans value harmony in diversity. What happens when people with different languages, backgrounds, and values live together in one nation? They are misunderstood if they don't express themselves. So you need to express yourself and accept the differences.
Isn't that what education in America is trying to achieve?
Yes, it doesn't always work though.
Well, it seems like I should send my children to an American school. But I should talk about it with my husband first. We're in America now, so he should be more responsible for our children.
You should also talk to the principal.
Really? Can I do that?
Of course. We can speak to her anytime we need to. That's an important part of her job.
Okay, we'll do that.
You need to make an appointment first. Shall I call the school office for you?
Thanks, that would be great.
Sure, anytime. Oh, here's our lunch.
Great, let's eat.